Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. Back in Balhae, finally, after a bit of a hiatus, about 1.5 weeks. I made a mistake last time when I played, and I will just explain it shortly. I had this mod list, or this playset, for this playthrough here. And of course, you should not add mods to a playset mid-save game, especially when these mods mess with some of the systems and need to be there from the start of the game. I had a second playset that I was experimenting with and where I put in some other mods. And then last time when I booted up the game, I accidentally used that one. So now there are a bunch of mods in here that do cause some errors in the background. It's not that bad, it's just, it might be a bit laggy at times. So if that happens, then that's my bad. That being said, we are back in Balhae, and Yeong-gwan here is on his mission to, I don't want to say colonize, but because he's in his own lands, but rather make land colonize might actually be the right word, right? To create these new settlements along this river here, where he wants to build cities, and then along our outpost, where we are looking into building castles, possibly also temples, and that is still ongoing. I guess currently we don't have the means to do that, but we now get 12 gold per month in treasury. That's quite good, actually. Right. I have another mod installed. That one is not so bad. That one is actually good or fine for being installed mid-game. And that one is called, I think, Immersive Personal Traits or something like that. And we do see here that one has another trait, a fourth trait, and it's called Principled. With an unyielding heart, one is bound by a strict personal code. His sense of duty and fierce adherence to his principles are the very pillars upon which his soul is built. That sounds good, doesn't it? You gain some martial. That's usually not his thing. Intrigue -2, learning -1. Alright. Number of knights +1. That's actually great for us. And knight effectiveness per prowess skill +1%. That's also good. Yeah, we do have good prowess. Accolade glory gain +10%. Let's get back to that in a moment. Let's just check on our other kids here, or our wife. Our wife is heroical, a natural leader with a regal bearing and beauty. Oh yeah, that fits her well, I think. That fits her very well. And let's see. Yeong-gwan here is dependable, trustworthy and reliable. Okay. Then we have Sulye, and he's peaceful. That fits too. He seeks harmony above all else. About, I think, our other children here, they are too young to have these traits. Interesting stuff. Yeah, speaking about the accolade, I'm not happy with it. Several reasons. 3, in fact. First reason, we are at glory level of 72. That is below what you would get when you create an accolade, so that's bad. Secondly, it's this gunner thing that I'm still not sure if will actually work out before we actually have that technology. And it also, I don't think it ties very well to what we wanted to achieve here. And then I have the problem of the acclaimed champion needing to be acclaimed at all times. I cannot say, you are forbidden now, and then you're, resuming your post. Because the thing is, I've been thinking about this. For example, Zhao Wei here. Let's say she rides into battle, right? She is an accolade. She has the accolade. Then she would also have to do this if she was pregnant, for example. And that's, I think even in the merit-based warrior culture, that is something you would not do. It sounds very impractical as well. I think a pregnant woman has other problems than being lifted onto a horse and fighting, I guess. Anyways, yeah, there's this. The only thing that I know is like the Robert E. Howard story of Conan, right? Conan was born on the battlefield, apparently. But that's there to make a point. I don't think that's based on any historical evidence. So, I don't think the accolade should be, should be hers. That is a bit sad because I really want her to be in that position. But then again, if there is some kind of war and she has to be in there and for some reason she's pregnant, then I don't want that. Because that could result in her dying and the potential baby dying, and that's just sad. That's too sad for me. Let's do this quickly, right? Let's retire the accolade. Yeah. Right, there we go. The effects are lost, that's fine. I guess I will still allow her to be a champion. I guess I will allow him to. He's this nomadic leader. I guess that would be fine. I don't want the Jazas to be in that position, but he would be fine. I guess she would be allowed as well. Right, there's the Jazas. I guess everyone else in here is good. Yeah. Well, I guess Sun-san. She shouldn't. It would never happen, but he should not be in there. Right. Question is now, what accolade would we actually create? Do we create an accolade with him? He's already 69. Right. So let's see. Since I have the Love Marriage Family mod installed again, I do have the Invite Characters to Court option again. This one here just shows me characters that are selected from the whole database of characters that are willing to join my court. So that's not kind of cheat or anything. It's just like showing you these people that otherwise you probably would miss. Let's look by prowess. He is good, is he? Fastidious. Right. Meticulous and demanding nature. Skill tactician, rough terrain expert. I know that one has a lot of good unit-based traits, accolade traits related to it. I think he would be perfect. Let's invite him to court. There you go. There he is. Let's see. Let me create a new one, and then we can see what we do with it. Yeah, don't need that now. Can be reinstated, I guess, but we don't want that. I don't want to extort. Give me your 6 gold. I need your allowance for booze. No, I don't need any alliance here. Let's just see what's on my list. I can actually, and I saw that, because I think we have this scholar cultural tradition now, that we can author a book, and I think that's something he would do. He would like to write about poetry, I think. There you go. We can write the book for 15 gold, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, let's just have a look. Poetry, book and piety. Quickest to complete, 5 stress. Okay. There we go. Few genres are as pure and dynamic as sea poetry. Is it sea or chi or ki? Different stanzas can take on the task of portraying different themes or emotions, allowing all my favorite poets to express profound feelings in a concise and beautiful way. Now that the time has come to put my own words to a tune, I must carefully choose which tune to use. That reminds me a bit of ancient Greek poetry, you know, the way the Iliad and the Odyssey were written, because they were actually not written in the first place. They were meant to be sung. So I guess that kind of is similar here. I guess which makes sense, right? In the past, when you, or before you had this literal culture, this literacy, singing is a good way of remembering, right? You would know a lot of songs by heart, but you would not know a lot of poems by heart necessarily. So that makes sense to me. Oh, I will use Rivertown Man. Sounds like a blues song to me. It's the river town man. I will consult my elder. Yeah, let's ask our elder here, Kyong and Ui. Let's check. He's 75 now, right? Yeah, he's quite old. So he's wise, and we can ask him what tune we should use. Right. That being said, oh yeah, just some very quick things. I don't need to prepare armies currently. What I do need is to let my son Mun-Hyu here improve his skills. Yeah, by the way, he doesn't have that 4th trait because he already had 4. So, sadly, he does not have that one. Still, he's such a character, right? Diligent, eccentric, arrogant, and gregarious. All right. I guess that's him. Now, what else do I want to do? Right. I still get this message here, and it popped out again today, right? Family members can get married, and that one has Yeong-gwan in here. I said in the past that I would not do this because he is a purohit, right? I think in that position well, I guess you could go in there married, and then you would, not do that anymore. But you should not marry in that position. That seems a bit weird to me. So, but I want him to marry. He is our adoptive son. He is the, son and now the brother of the Gugwang of Goryeo. And I did see that we have Kang Yu-Hwa here. Now 16 years old, and she, in fact, is the daughter of the Jipjeong and the sister of the current Jipjeong of Goryeo. So how about we have the two of them marry? Wouldn't that be great? Then we have the kind of king of Korea and the emperor of Korea coming together in this beautiful marriage, and it is we do it, we host it. And I think that would be great. Again, to show off our prestige, our position here as rulers in the sphere of Goryeo. I think that would be great. But in order to do that, I think I should relieve Yeong-gwan of this position. And then, probably put Sun-san in there, right? Sun-san, he can do everything, basically. Whenever I'm looking for court position, he's always like excellent or good in anything. And he would definitely be the best in here. I guess that one is merit-based as well, or should be. I guess maybe even his son could take it after him, right? That would be kind of cool. So let's assign him. There we go. Yeah, like I said, he already is married, but I guess that'll be fine. She's 57 now. She's old. They don't have to be together all the time. Anyways, anything I want to do here? No. But now I can actually say I want him and the princess to marry. Oh, that's not the way I want to do it. That was the way I want to do it, because that way he is the main part of the marriage here. And we could actually do a grand wedding. We could do a grand wedding. But now, let me just check something. Because I know the game is brutal when it comes to that. Where is she? Jesus Christ. Buried down here somewhere. We do have a lot of people at our court, right? Maybe that's something to consider at some point as well. Letting go of people at our court. There they are. Yeah. Might leave your court. Now, it takes some time for a grand wedding to actually take place. And in that time, we might actually have her leave the court. That might invalidate the marriage. I think that happened to me in a game once, and it was quite annoying. Yeah. So, can we actually maybe give her a court position? She would be good at it. Now, in order to keep you at court, you can be our clown. How about that? Do we even have that kind of position at, Chinese-based courts or Korean courts? A court jester. Anything really to keep her at the court so that we don't bust this. She could also be the bodyguard. And maybe that would mean like keeping her close, introducing her to things around us. So that's the kind of excuse for that. Yeah, let's do it. I guess I can. Oh, wow, look at her. There she is. I can get rid of her in that position if I wanted to. So, now, okay, where was I? Find spouse. There she is. And now we can say that should be a grand wedding. There we go. Improves our house relations. That's also great. Now, the problem is I don't have money, but I can make money. I guess I don't need these, right? Learning +1, yeah. I don't need fertility-based artifacts. I have 11 children. Well, I guess 10. So maybe let's just quickly make these to money. There you go. I think there's another option that I have now that I'm so well versed in making money, and that is selling trivial titles. I think that's something very pragmatic that one would do to get coin when he needs it. There we go. Right. And that should give us the amount of money that we need to pull this off. I can work off some stress too. Do I need to do that? Let's go. Yes. As I finish yet another lap around my estate, I can already feel my worries dripping off me together with the sweat. Some people say I run from my problems, but I say I run towards solutions. Yeah, that's a one thing to say. All right, let's go. Yeah, new realm priest endorses me. Of course he does. Language instruction. Oh, what's that? There was a strange air in the Great Hall at tonight's family feast. Firstly, my eldest daughter, Yeong-gwan, acted most peculiarly, fretting over the smallest things as if they are somehow of great importance. Then I noticed that Sun was avoiding me. When I tried to approach my friend, he walked away, and there's been a distinct chill between us ever since. What did I do? Why won't he talk to me? Yeah, that even results in us no longer being friends. But I think we can put a roleplay twist to that. Sun probably thinks that now that he's in that position here, he needs to be more neutral, a bit impartial, and that way thought that, he can't maintain the friendship because that would seem improper. I guess that's what we could say happened. Alright, there we are. Overlapping golden light of small hills. As I recite my newly composed poem to Elder Kyong-un-oi, I cannot help but feel a certain pride in what I have accomplished. The theme, heroic historical events, is one that I feel has never quite been captured in this way before. Expectantly, I look over to Kyong-un-oi, waiting for his appraisal of my work. A moving piece, he looks at me approvingly after having been quiet for what feels like an eternity. Overlapping golden light of small hills. Okay, piety plus 0.4, that's great. Prestige, okay. Yeah, I guess that's well done. It is not greater honors I seek, my disciple, but if you are in need of gold, I believe we could come to some arrangement. Okay. Gets a weak hook. Can he do something with a weak hook? I guess we can give out a favor to him anyway. Yeah. Alright. So there we go. There's our coin. And I think we can equip that one here. Historical events, yeah. We would know that there are some day events in the past that might be related to this. There was this ancestor, and like in real history, called Dai Tongsu, I think, who was a general in Goryeo and fought in the wars against Great Lao successfully. That established that border here. So maybe that's about him. I guess in that line here, yeah, of course, that was our dear father. Hyung-in Dosu, I think that's it, not Tongsu, but Tosu. Dai Tosu, yeah, that was him. Of course, a brilliant strategist that we do see here. Not deceitful, he was just very brave, I guess. Of course he was. The poem says so. We can dictate how history went. That's how it goes. Right. Was it actually the event that fired here? I guess. So we have 443. That should be enough to host a great wedding. That should be enough. I guess I can notify myself when that's available too. Right. We do that in Sangyong. Yeah. We get... or we would get all at level 2. That's fine. Guess we don't need these. Other guests. Is there a head of faith? I don't think we have one. Although something happened in here. Extended family. I guess everyone's welcome. Other players too. Is there a ghost in the machine? Recreation. Can I do some diplomacy? Yeah. I mean, we all love him. We all love our emperor. But I don't want to have an alliance with him. Actually, what we have currently is very favorable for us because he has to fight in our wars. We don't pay him anything. The contract is quite weird. He's doing that for the prestige alone at this point, right? Let's go do it again. Where is it? Contract. There we go. We don't pay tax. We don't provide levies. We don't provide prestige. But our suzerain is guaranteed to help us. So that's very favorable for us. Better than an alliance even. So no, thank you. We don't want that. I guess recreation would be fine in that case, right? So let's just start it. Alright. It gets going. I hope he's not leaving my court in the meantime. Ugh. Oh, a child of my blood. Ah, our scaly brother has a scaly boy, Su-hui. Ah, alright. I guess that makes his line very distinct. Like you would always recognize who's from his line because they are all little lizard people. There we go. You lizard baby. May you grow strong and wise. That indeed you should. Sulye is coming to our court now. Let's... there you go. Let's put him in that position. Oh, by the way, she could be a... Huh? Aha, okay, there's too many of them anyway. I guess he should be forced in that case. Now, yes! He could be a pike captain. I think that makes a lot of sense. We have all these nomads surrounding us on their horses, and we all know that pikes are really good against that. That would be great, I think. And contender or stalwart? Stalwart sounds good in that combination, right? Let's give him something evocative here. So I did look up some kind of predators that are native to northern China. And I did find out that actually tigers were there at the time. And I guess we still do have lots of forest here, so it makes sense. Let's call him the Tiger of Balhae. What's that? There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hit enter. That's important. Okay, create accolades. Yes. Right, there you go. So who is our... game? Still calling her an acclaimed knight. Okay. I hope that does not cause something else. Right. There we go. That's our current lineup here. Yeah, needs a worthy successor. I guess we could do that at some other point. Oh, let's see, by the way. Can he actually, now that he is at court, marry someone from our court? Wei Arme. I have this mod installed again. I think it's Wedding Relationship Expanded. Something like that. For those of you who don't know, that mod establishes relationships between husband and wife when the marriage happens, and it could be disastrous. In that case, they become rivals. Could also be great if their traits match, and that's very important there. And then they would gain lover or even soulmate, or it could just be nothing. So it's always something to look out for. I guess she is forgiving, he is sadistic. That kind of matches, doesn't it? Generous and content, honest, zealous, I think it's borderline, but that's the only option that we have in here. Yeah, and it would give him the opportunity to marry someone that is from a kind of prestigious family at our court. We all know that her grandfather here, Wei Renshi, he was our first elder. There we go. Arrange that marriage. Right. Continue. Oh, by the way, do we need to promote someone from our family? Sagier is methodical and drunk and lazy and paranoid. But I guess we do a favor, we do that for all our family, right? And he is already actually quite advanced. So there we go, we promote him as well. Helping him. Right. Of course. June is our socialite. He's the best to talk up people. There we go. Sycophant. That's actually her. Alright. Well, welcome. Intermediary. That could be our elder. And a proponent. Commandant. Is he traveling to us? Yes, he is. Is he? Right. Where's this ending? There it goes. I think he's the one that we tried to have a marriage with Yeong-gwan at some point. It's nice to see that he wants to help us still. So, okay. I'll take it. I will take it. Oh, look at them. Oh, there's my favorite wife here. Already drinking. Right, okay, so that's the part of the weddings relationships mod. I've been informed of the goings-on at the wedding of my champion, Wei Soulier and Wei Arme. The ceremony itself was a modest affair, and after the wedding, the couple and their guests celebrated into the night. When the entertainment came to an end and their guests left, the consensus among those attending was that throughout the evening, Soulier and Arme appeared to revel in each other's company, sharing jokes and laughing easily together. Perhaps Soulier and Arme have begun their lives together as good friends. That's nice, isn't it? Nothing more was reported. So they actually become friends. That's good. That's a good outcome. And that was the one I didn't mention. So that can also happen. Right. There he is, finally at our court. 3 months until it begins. Let's try to speed this up a little. I guess sometimes you would see that it takes a bit longer in between days, and that is when all these events are trying to fire, these ticks that happen. For the mods I use that don't work that way. So that's going to produce errors in the error log. All that kind of thing takes some time to execute, so that's why the lag happens. Alright. Not a lot to do here, right? Yeong is just standing around. He's like, yeah, hey, I'm having a drink. She's not drunk, is she? No. But she is grumbling. Oh. Has the habit of finding fault in almost any situation. Does it correspond with her forgiving and lustful nature? Or humbleness? I guess it's a quirk. Alright. Ah, there you go. Already has 5 advantages, and I guess we can fire it straight away. There you go. Of course, it's a success. Do we have someone else in here that we don't want to promote him? And he already has this position here. He doesn't need promotion. But our son, of course, does. So let's just bring the gang together as they were. Same setup. There you go. Yeah. I guess this is one of the things, like, it's just tedious, right? So you're doing that constantly for everyone in your family, and it's like... What do we have here? Scholarly courtier. Alright, yeah, okay. That's them adjusting to our court. By the way, since we are quite good when it comes to our treasury, can we actually upgrade our court grandeur? I think we could, right? And maybe we should, because that might be a very good moment to introduce... There we go. Small lodgings. Yeah. Courtier and guest opinion plus 10. Grandeur bonus is plus 8 instead of plus 4. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 10%. That's actually cool. Then servants. Oh, we gain piety plus 0.5. Guest recruitment cost minus 30. Personal scheme phase length 10 days faster. Enemy hostile phase length. That's all great stuff. Right, we already had that one. Decent fashion. There you go. We have attraction opinion. Alright. I think that's all great. So let's apply that. It's not too bad. I guess we could have even gone higher. Well, let's do that for now. Let's just not make too drastic changes. Hello! Yes, you are there. You're still drinking? Yeah. That's it. That's the cup. Jesus Christ. How was that? As me and my counselors are gathering for a meeting, my dog, Amiable, approaches me with begging eyes and a drooping tail. He does not like to be left alone, but this is an important meeting. Yeah. I don't think he's someone... Like, if he was arbitrary or anything, or eccentric, he would do that. But no, a dog has no place in a council meeting. There you go. Right. It always feels amazing when you have been planning for something for so long and spent so much money on it. And then it's finally there. Everything is ready, the decorations are in place, the guests are mingling, and servants scurry around with loaded dishes. The spouses, Yeong-gwan and Kang Yu-Hwa, are both here, looking radiant in their best attire. I think they're both quite pretty, aren't they? She has that look on her face, but apart from that, I think they're both very pretty. At my signal, everyone will get into position, and the ceremony will begin. I cannot wait. Oh, look at him, he's all... Oh... My heart. What's that now? I exit the meeting room only to discover that Amiable is gone. Oh no. I look everywhere for him, high and low. What if he is lost and scared? Suddenly I stumble upon my wife, Lady Yulu-Zhaoi, chastising a dog. A dog that looks suspiciously like Amiable, with torn paper and fabric all around him. One, this beast completely destroyed my chambers. Everything is in shreds. Jesus Christ, okay. Bad dog. I mean, I'm a very important person. I should have some kind of people that look after my dog. That's Everyone is excited and amazed by the magnificence of the wedding venue. Everyone but Jaza, Kyong, and Ui. Yeah, I guess he's our grumbling elder, right? Since his arrival, Eon Ui has been prowling, searching for any pretext to complain. Are you wearing makeup? Those colorful veils are sinful. What's with all the unchaste mingling? Is this all a show of luxury and lust? Oh. I didn't hear this. I'm ashamed of myself. I guess, coming back to this kind of ritualistic culture, where your elder probably is this person that should be revered, and when he says something, you should react to that in a polite way. So I guess I will tell him that I'm ashamed of myself. Right? Not actually being ashamed, but having to perform that in front of him. Okay, I guess I'm ashamed. Oh, of course, June Lords are our efforts. Got plenty of drink for him. I find Zhaoyi and Yeong-gwan sharing a skin of wine and cynical laughter. They turn to me with a conspiratorial grin. They suggest we host an especially grand feast on the next major holy day of fasting. Do we have that in that culture? They cheekily call it a celebration of our spiritual fortitude against the weakness of temptation and a fine way to flout the overly pious. Well, I guess we're in the middle of a wedding, right? So that's a bit, what's that? Happy consorts. Oh, and they're becoming friends. Isn't that nice? Well, I guess for the peace of my household, I'm agreeing with them. Okay. Right. Finally. The war between the emperors has concluded, and it's a defeat for Goryeo. Yeah, that was to be expected. Yeah. I still don't know how they pulled that one off. It must have been a very weak moment for the Japanese. So, yeah, I guess that's just it. The day has finally come, and I couldn't be prouder of my Yeong-gwan. I guess my adoptive son. The beautiful groom, as the person standing by my side has unwillingly discovered. Look at him, isn't he radiant? And it's such a good match. Everything is perfect. By my side, Yu-Hwa smiles politely. Aww. Wow, okay, she's beautiful. Whoa. I hope they have beautiful children. I have this modern soap where, I think it's Love, Marriage, Family too, where you don't immediately see these kind of traits, which kind of makes sense. So, yeah, maybe we have some more beautiful people at our court. I am very proud, of course. I am very proud. Oh, and that actually gives us a dynasty legacy. I guess. I guess I could have done that before. Gained the wedding a bit cheaper. But I guess he would have had to wait some time because, yeah, it took some 100 renown points to get there, I think. I think that actually makes sense picking that one here because then we can make that more often or do that more often. Because the other ones here... I mean, that tree here is great, but it's also kind of boring. And I don't see us down here. Vibrant court, perhaps. Better guests will be attracted. Don't really care that much for guests, too. Kin. Yeah. Kind of, they all kind of make sense. But I guess we could go with the weddings. And we can do that more often. Yeah. Let's do that. I'm enjoying the ceremony, proud of what I managed to organize. Everything has gone well so far, and as soon as I think it, I know I've jinxed it. Kang Yu-Hwa trips and falls flat on her face on her way to her spouse. Oh no. Oh no. I can salvage the situation. So what does he do? He jumps in and helps her up? I guess that you would do, right? You diffuse the situation. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Right. Known far and wide. We are now well known. That's great. Oh, look at him. Giving us money. And I guess we can quickly execute that one here. Ugh. All these windows. No. There we go. What's that one here? An unmovable object, an unstoppable force. A simple policy decision has ground my entire court to a halt. Thanks to the intractable argument between Kang Yu-Hwa and Xiaoming. Their inability to find a middle ground now requires my direct intervention. A long-standing alliance is up for renewal. Xiaoming argues we must honor it as we have always done. Yu-Hwa thinks we should explore a new, more exciting alliance with a different power, simply for the sake of change. Yeah, I don't think he does things for the sake of change. It's infuriating. I guess. When he loses some opinion of us and she's humbled, what does that mean? Oh. Jesus Christ. For 5 years? That's quite, I think Well, I guess he would find that infuriating. But at this point, when she's in this big marriage... Maybe he will instead just... Even if he does not favor her position at that point, he would just say Xiaoming here is in the wrong. A refusal to compromise is maddening. We need compromises, after all. Let's do that. He does not want to take away from the princess. Right. Oh, look at him! Telling a fantastic joke about candles. Now I want to hear it. What's the joke? Aha. There we go. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left is the final vows. The formal consent, the seal on the marriage. As both Yeong-gwan and Kang Yu-Hwa say, I do, the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. And they marry. Aww. And Yu-Hwa has become the owner of Pressed Orchid. Aww. And Alyong gave it to her. Isn't that nice? With all the formalities behind us, it's now time to celebrate. I signal for the servants to bring out the food and drinks, and to shepherd the guests to the feast venue. Let the wedding banquet begin. Enjoy, everyone. Oh, someone's pregnant. Oh yeah, that's fired now too. So, good friends. Okay, that's actually good. Oh, we have a speech. Every wedding banquet is host to a frankly interminable number of speeches, some long, some short, some honest, some deceptive, roiling up and down the hall, punctuating every course of the feast in waves. As my turn nears, I'm left wondering, should I consider the happy couple or focus on the festivities? After all, it's easy for double meanings to get lost for most in this sea of words. I think I'll praise the couple. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, what was that? House relations improved because they became friends. That's nice. Who is pregnant? Oh! See? Now exactly what I was talking about is happening. If she was an acclaimed knight, which the game still says she is, but she is not. Ignore that. He is the acclaimed knight. There we go. We could not relieve her of these duties. Maybe the game would do that? And then the accolade would be, gone again? Anyways, okay, so yeah, it's the way it is, and we've, I think, done it well. Get the Blade Master. The banquet hall is dressed in a riot of colors, scents, and sights. Only the very rarest fabrics and flowers are absent from the garb. Near my seat, both Yeong-sin and Emperor Yuli-jun share their opinions on the decorations. Perhaps it isn't a very focused selection of fripperies, muses Yeong-sin, but I like that. Variety is important at these affairs. Ceremonies are important, and this is still part of the ceremony, Yuli-jun snorts. It should have been bigger, better, prettier, all of it! Do I just say, yeah, you're fine? I picked many of the decorations myself, so that would kind of like, don't get involved. I guess I could just not get involved. That's not... I guess he could be this kind of character. Let's see what he's industrious, okay. He could be this type of ruler person that is very jovial, very friendly, but all of a sudden, he could be very mad at things, and maybe let's not poke the bear. There we go. Not getting involved. Yeong-gwan has become the owner of a dynasty banner. Okay. As the wedding host, I know I should be spending time with the couple and their families, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend Jaza Sinbeke. I can see Yu-Hwa starting to glare at me, but every time I try to excuse myself, Balhae has me howling with laughter all over again. He's just a joker. There you go. He's principled like I am. Yeah, I guess I like him. Also diligent, also gregarious. I guess I could ask her to join us, right? That, I think, would be the best option here. Yeah, I'm just asking her over. Oh no! Rivals. Oh, by the way, the Quack house is now considered powerful. That's interesting. That improved at least. And he is now a Blade Master. Okay. Most things turn out well. What a vast and endless array of foods and desserts this is. All these the kind of meals I can expect in Nirvana. Are these the kind of meals I can expect in Nirvana? Oh, and what an expansive selection of sweets. This must be the most food I've ever seen in one place. Good stuff. Our life was reaffirmed. I think he's still in, good health. At 52. Look at him. All right. Let me just... So, that is my nephew. That is my son. And they've just been brawling here. I don't think that's something I can tolerate. And I don't want... Flatterer. Yeah, he was very flattering back there. You know what? Let me try to find a different position for him. Maybe send him to Guangxin. Can I offer that in that instance? No, he would not accept him. Probably because they are at the feast. Yeah, maybe I'll send him away. That might make sense. Maybe let's go back to the activity log. And what's that? Okay, our renowned boar skull. Let's just quickly pin him. Oh, I guess I need to revise the pins at some point. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know what I said. I just don't understand why you find it so funny. Xingye cocks her head to the side while I withhold my chortle. I haven't told her that what she said could be interpreted as something lewd. If you squeeze the head, a thick substance will pour out. I may not be alone in thinking that this is funny either. Eli J. Sene, Jesus Christ, spat out some of his drink when Xingye repeated herself. The two could share the same kind of crude humor as I, or they could be offended by it. I won't know what either thinks unless I speak up. Alright, who are they? I guess they're not really consequential for me, so maybe just never mind. I can see that all guests are satisfied and pretty tired, but the day of celebration is not over yet. I quickly organize a festive procession to lead the newlyweds to their bedchamber. Let's let the newlyweds celebrate privately. For us who remain, let's pour another drink. There you go. I would certainly like to know how these marriage events would have played out in like medieval Korean society, because again, that's all molded after how medieval European weddings went. So you would have this point here where you would have the couple consummate the marriage, and in a lot of cases there would have been someone present, like, let's say, for example, a bishop or like someone who can actually say, okay, we are done here. Which again, like, people have weird ideas about that. It was way less sexy than you would imagine. There was no kinky stuff about it. What they would have done is for them both to lie down in bed under the sheets. I think also on top of each other, but not necessarily, doing it. And then that bishop would be like, yeah, okay, I've seen everything. And then he would leave. So not that much of a big deal. But I don't know if they would have done something similar here. After the spouses leave for their private chambers, the celebrations drag on and on through the night, only slowly losing in intensity and rambunctiousness. I don't know that word. One after the other, most guests either leave, fall asleep, or retire to enjoy the pleasures of the night themselves. Most guests, but not me. Bring me another cup! And another more! I bellow at whatever servant I see. After all, I've paid for everything. Don't I deserve it? From her table, however, I can feel Yu-Hwa's judging stare on me. Yu-Hwa? That's not the Yu-Hwa, right? No, that's a different Yu-Hwa. Okay. Can we just quickly... Oh no! So, we have the blind woman staring at us. Haven't you drunk enough for today? She inquires coldly. I guess you would turn your head into the direction of the voice that you hear, so that might be staring at me. Yeah, stop grumbling and join me. Disapproves. What's that to disapprove of? We're drinking. Oh, my son is growing strong. The weakness that has plagued my son since his birth has finally released its hold on him. Relief washes over me as I see Gilbok running around with all the other children. That's great, because of course that is our son. Or one of our sons. We have two by now. From our favorite wife. Oh, stewardship perk. Oh, I can actually... No. I can pick the avaricious trait now. Oh, that's actually good. That is actually good. Stewardship +2 and holding taxes +15%. That should be noticeable. Not now. Maybe at some point. What else do we do now? I don't want to go into the administrator path. Again, we've established that he is not an administrator himself. He's just the one who, has people administrate things for him. And I think all these things in here make sense if you are a top vassal in someone else's realm. Maybe I go into the internal affairs route. Guiding progress and prosperity through a personal touch. I think that makes a lot of sense for us. Yeah, let's pick that one. I even get less money. Oh, yeah, but I guess that's because I had the plus 10% income trait before. Someone and I ensconce ourselves at a table to mull over the union. Someone, I guess, I don't know who it is. Someone speaks quietly. You know. This bond opens the gate for Goryeo intrigues to destroy the Book of Balhae and House Kang from within. The alliance with House Kang must come before his happiness. I don't think he's that concerned. Because they already have this connection, I think, to the House of Kang through their marriage. So I'm not that concerned. Right, there we go. Gained a level of fame. That's great. When finally the last guest leaves, I look around at the deserted venue. Deserted. The food leftovers, the spilled tea on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I don't know. What an amazing half of a year. I did a very fine job organizing it. Thank you all for coming. There we go. 600 prestige. Every guest gained prestige. All right. Every guest gained opinion of me. Every guest gained opinion of every attending character. Everyone likes everyone else. We gained gracious host. That's cool. And yeah. Also gained 15 gold. Don't know where that's coming from. Can I scroll? No. Okay. Then I can't. I guess we can just finish it. Good stuff. We are back in business. Yeah, and we are starting by having Jedok failing his child examination. I guess our poor influence is suffering once more. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Solye could marry as well, right? How long do we have between grand weddings? It does not say. Does it say when he has an option? Let's just, I don't know, pick, yeah. So I guess I could do this indefinitely. All right. Okay. Well. By the way, maybe I could do one of these inspections now, right? Since I'm so good at it. I became Blade Master. Good stuff. I guess that makes a lot of sense for him. Having a look around his realm and finding out what could be done. I think in Pungju here... yeah, I'm not seeing it now, but they still have bad control. So maybe that's something we could do. I guess we could go around it. Like, what do we need actually for that? Let's see. Yeah, but in that case, I have to go through the mountains anyway. There you go. What's the 5% danger? That's fine. So let's go there. Inspection finances. Alright, okay. Skill challenges in the activity have a significant higher chance of success. I guess that's something we should look out for. Gold costs in events reduced by 40%. It's quite expensive, right? Especially on... Yeah, I guess the medium option here is the better one. Compared. Overseer intent or survey intent. See what learnings we can... No, I guess overseer intent is correct in that one. So let's go. Oh, wait a second. What time of year is it? It's... No, we do not do that in the middle of the winter. Or at the beginning of the winter. Anyway, we will wait until spring. Right, there we are. I guess now it would be great for Yeong-gwan here to have some kind of position. There has no reason to remain in your court and will soon depart. Soon. Ha. Yes, he could be the court jester. Oh, by the way, can I... Yeah, I mean, that was more of a... There you go. Don't need a second bodyguard anyway. Should we do something with him? Or should we maybe lease him to someone? Oh yeah, by the way, now I can try to offer him people from our court. Oh, he's picky. He would take Sagier. Okay. Right, that's him, right? That is our nephew that was starting the fight. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he wasn't starting it, but he's causing problems at court, so he will go away. Maybe we can also send someone to him. Hey, that's where we send my son. As some kind of supervisor. Looking into Sang-yong and his affairs and what he's doing and so on. So I have someone there I can trust at his court. I think that actually makes sense. Right, let's do that. So now he has something to do. Yeah. So waiting. Waiting for winter to pass. Yeah, our wife is actually pregnant. At her advanced age. Oop. One of my most trusted courtiers has fallen under suspicion. Whispers of corruption and betrayal swirl through the halls of my castle. My advisors press me to remove him from his position before the rot can spread to my entire council. But I know this person. I have seen his dedication and his sacrifices for my family. The evidence feels thin, perhaps manufactured by his rivals. My instinct screams to defend him, to stand between him and his accusers. Loyalty to the pack must be absolute, yet what if I'm wrong? I think he would stand by this courtier then. Yeah. I think that's more in line with the person that he is. Right. Perky. Traveling through domain holdings improves the effectiveness of your stationed men-at-arms. That's cool. I guess we do gain inspection here as well. Domain taxes plus 10%. Wow. Gain access to the... Yeah, I guess we already have that. So... But again, that's fine. Do we need to promote someone? Oh, no, don't want to promote him. He also doesn't need promotion. He's already where he wants to be. I guess we could look into his promotion here. There we go. Do the thing. Alright. There we go. I stood by my courtier, and my faith has been rewarded. The accusations against them were proven to be a malicious lie, part of a plot to weaken my rule. By defending my own, I have not only saved an innocent person, but have also unmasked a far greater threat. My court is inspired by my loyalty. They know that I am a ruler who protects their own, will not abandon them to the wolves. The bonds of loyalty that tie my realm together have never been stronger. Oh, great stuff. All right. Unbreakable bond. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. I guess these events are also like part of the immersive... What was it again? Immersive personality traits? Yeah, I think it's part of that. By the way, how is this going? Is everyone fine? Do we need adjustments in that direction here? Yeah, Sun Sun is still my personal physician. I guess he can do both. He's great at it, at everything. Colchester. Yeah, I guess he's not very good at it as a personal champion, but I want him in that role to be able to advance. Doesn't yet have the trait. Nah, still is an heir in training. 96%. Okay. Maybe he'll get there. I guess we're fine, right? That doesn't... don't have people in here that can do it better. Alright. It's February. I think the winter lasts longer here, right? It takes to April. Could also do a... nah, that's the wrong one. We could also do a local examination again at some point. Oh yeah, and by the way, what is the setup now for our noble families? We have House Quark. They are here in the north. Yeah, with Quark in Su. He is a very dubious character. He is fearsome. Yeah. Uses fear as a shield to guard a fragile pride. And we know that his older brother disappeared without a trace. And I think we suspect him to be behind that. That being said, he is loyal. At least on the surface. So... no need to get in there, do something about it. At least for now. Right, it's March. As you do see, still snowy. Oh. Jingzhou boils. That's a major epidemic. That's not nice. But I think we should be fine. Yeah. It's all across that's the Yellow River, right? That's the Yangtze down there. Yeah, we should be fine. That's one of the perks of living in a forested and hilly area. Don't get much of that. Right, seize the moment, night improved, all good stuff. Yeah. Are we not at... oh, we're not at... no, now we are. Execute scheme, seize the moment. Ta-da! Oh, my favorite wife is pregnant again. Good stuff. See, we don't need these fertility artifacts. We can do that. We can do that by ourselves. With a tired yet blissful smile, Zhao Yi presents me with a perfect little son with another son. Songyi. Right, Songyi. So many children. What do we do with all the children? Mm-hmm. Oh, now she has complications, reduced fertility. That's part of the love marriage family mod. And I actually like that. Because it, yeah, provides some depth. And I think the older the woman gets, the more prone they are to these events. Has a claim to East Amnok. Okay. Don't think that's of use for me. Yeah, what does our political situation say? We are, of course, still part of the Great Lao realm. There is still the Balhae Confederation. Let me just see who is in that confederation. There we go. Yeah. Still, all these counties here are in the Balhae Confederation. And that means if we attack one, we attack all of them. So that doesn't go. Oh! Governor Shuvu Tibu's feast. We are invited to a feast. Well, that should be something we do. So maybe no inspection right now. But rather... Oh, trying to get there is going to be difficult. Maybe take the route up here. That seems better. And we would need a forest guide and a forder. Oh, still. 17%, 8 and 1. I guess that's manageable. Huh. I guess he's not the best when it comes to that. I guess, well, he's 69 years old, right? Maybe at this point we should relieve him of that position and say, okay, someone else could take over. And then we can find a position, yeah, for Wei Xiangtong. He is currently, Xiantong, he's not currently doing anything. Let's do that. Now, let's have a look. See, that's better. Much better. Alright, we will join him. There we go. Oh, I cannot wait. My regency begins. Yes, give my son another opportunity to prove himself. Yeah, swell armies. It's so useless, right? The only thing that you ever want from these events is that you gain gold. Right, who's here? Oh, I'm actually... Our emperor is not here. What's up? He doesn't miss a party normally. Maybe that was too far away from him. Right, okay, so let's take a look. Where is this? Changchun is part of the province of Fuju, okay. In the circuit of Danggu, that's what I was thinking. So, part of this kingdom that we actually say is ours. So it makes sense to be invited. Maybe it's a concession. Maybe he would like to have some kind of reassurance from us. Against his... There you go. Commandant. Kujin. Longshanks of Dangur. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations and so on. Yeah, I've read this out a lot of times. Honorary guest doesn't look too pleased. I don't either. I was like, what kind of feast is this? And why is the feast happening in the swamp right now? What's happening here? And why is he wearing armor? I think something is very wrong. Oh well, let's see. Aha, okay, we're inside again. I look forward to this. Oh, they have a daughter. Yeong-gwan, my granddaughter. Good stuff, yeah. This is an important child. Definitely. Oh, I clicked that away now. Where are we? Are we up? So that's the setup now. We're standing around in the swamp. It was a disturbing smile that Governor Shuvu-Tibu recounted some of the more terrifying stories. It was with a disturbing smile, okay. Some of the more terrifying stories about Governor Shuvu-Tibu's means of diplomacy. Well, he's talking about himself, okay. I should not let it get to me, but now I'm finding it hard to think of anything else. Every grin from our host now starts looking a little too wide. Every sudden laugh makes me jump. Anxious that someone has incurred his wrath with some minor slight, or worse, that that person is me. Oh no. Okay. I want to go. Can I leave? I want out of this swamp. It's not nice. Oh yeah, Sun gives a warm smile as he scoots over to me. My benevolent liege, such times we have shared, such memories, he laughs. As always, it's a joyful day when I'm blessed with your company. Ah yes, nearby Yuli Long-Hyu enthusiastically interjects. People tell the tale of your past when Sun became friends with, you. Right. Are we going in that direction again? Or do we respect his decision? And like, yeah, okay, he's had a little bit of drink, you know. He's had his drink and therefore... Right. I think I actually would like to do that option here. This would be the more intuitive one, seeking the friendship again. But again, I'm just thinking he's saying this because he's drunk, and when he's sober again, he would like to have this kind of neutrality again. So, a wonderful day indeed. Uh-huh. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Ah, I guess we're fine now. A chance to be seen. I guess in that scenario, I think that's the option we would take. He is there to be seen. He is there to be seen as the rightful overlord of this region. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. I stumble upon my vassal Ko Gyo-sang. What are you doing here? Crouching beside my dog Amiable, vigorously scratching his stomach. Oh, this dog of yours is quite the charmer, my lord. Yeah, he's a good boy. Isn't he a good boy? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Alright. Oh, Tuyu had too much to drink. Oh no, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and now I'm splattered with stinking. Oh no! You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah. Oh, puke on me. As the feast winds to its inevitable conclusion, there's one event remaining that everyone is expecting, and that's Governor Shuvu-Tibu's toast to the guest of honor, Count Tosul Alian. It's a decent speech. It's a bit long-winded, but that's usually how these things go. The assembled guests clap and whoop politely when it finishes, some more enthusiastically than others. Yeah, I guess I'm fine. What is this? Daylight pours through the windows and so on. Yeah, I guess I'm departing. Bye-bye. That was a weird feast. I'm standing outside in the swamps for an eternity. I could declare wars. That's that thing again. The martial contest. I guess I could tell her to do it. Or I will do it. I am a diligent man. Let's just, I guess, roll a die. So it's 1, 2, 3 is that one here, 4 to 6 is the other. It's a 1. I will do it. And I win the duel. Hey, look at that. Now in the next spring, we can do the inspection. Totally gonna happen next spring. It's so gonna happen. Yeah, by the way, we do have some treasury surplus here. Can we build something with that? I guess Yeong-gwan will always be the priority when it comes to 203, 145. Let's pick blacksmiths or bloomeries. What else is in here? Don't want to take coin from my family members. Doesn't seem appropriate. Alright. Do we have people at our court that need? Yes. Ho Jin. Alright. He does need... I guess. Then she has something to do as well. There you go. Oh. Oh. I did not see that. Chieftain Nulinai Ahai of the Nulinai Jurchens has raided the barony of Lung Fu. I am at home in a minute. And I think some of the people here in my entourage would be champions. So let's wait until we're home and then get rid of them. Oh, it might be complicated. Let's see how that goes. I guess we can raise them here, come from that angle, so that we don't have to cross the river. Okay, there we are. So we will move the army here. Now let's have a look and see what I wanted to do before, right? So let's see, like, she is not pregnant currently. As is Yeong-ai. I am somewhat hesitant, right? If she dies, then this whole concept that we've been starting here is in shambles. Should I put someone else there in her position? She is brave, right? And that's the concerning thing. Likelihood of dying in battle plus 100%. I mean, she is very good, so that's not the concern. I guess whom else would I put there? I guess my marshal could also serve as a knight. My son. Yeong-gwan, I guess she would like to prove herself. But I guess it would be upsetting if we don't let her fight. After all, that's what she wants. So, okay, let's do this. He is not the best commander, right? But he's the best option that we have. And yeah, I guess that should be it. I guess we can put in. That's effect on liege again. When commanding own armies, no, that's definitely not happening, but maybe that one helps. Yeah, I guess none of these things really help, but let's see. I don't want to be negative here, right? Don't be negative when we don't even know what's going to happen. Alright, okay, so that will take a while for them to assemble. Oh, look at that. It's actually quite... He's supposed to win this decisively. Okay. And he cannot leave because he's starting to raid. Haha. Oh. Oh. Yi Al-yong bursts into my room, fuming like a pot at boil. The heat coming off her is slightly intimidating. This is unacceptable. The way she... Ah! Day Aji! Aji is such a wench! Al-Yong motions furiously with her arms. Can't you do something? It is clear that something has gone down. I need to tread carefully. Okay. Oh, that is also my wife. And I guess she's done something bad. She's wily. I've only ever heard her say nice things about you. That would be the naive answer, I guess. I guess we can do that one here because we're such a good diplomat. Calm down and talk it out. Yes, that's a very one solution there. Oh, and she says after she's given birth to our son Bo-yong. So maybe she was kind of insulting her over our dear little son here. Anyways, okay. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh. Tonight's feast at Sangyong was a fairly dull affair, a matter not aided overly by my sister-in-law, Dai Song-man, deciding this was a good evening in which to deliver a lengthy sermon to the rest of the family on the importance of Vinaya virtue. I listened for a while, stifling any impulse to yawn, even as most others in the room stared longingly at their drinks or started nodding off. Song-man had at least one member of the family won over, her brother, Sagye, who appeared delighted and cheered Song-man on long after the point where she otherwise might have stopped. By the end of the evening, when most of the family had long since quietly retreated, the two could be seen engaging in enraptured religious debate on the other side of the hall. Yeah, I prefer my sermons in the temple, personally. Oh well. It's family. What can you do? Alright. We do have the advantage. With more champions. Oh, there's some... Oh, she's getting melancholic. I guess that will be over at some point. A lesson on wisdom. It is time for a break from Dae Namyong's routine lesson plan. I think it may be a good time to pass along some values of House Dai to him. Yeah. Alright, I am his guardian. Our champion, Yeong-gwan, maimed Pauli. And now he was wounded. Oh. Ah, the nomadic cut. That was simple. I thought he was just put in that position, but no. Right. Oh, I have captured loot. Alright. What do I do with that? The battlefield echoes with cries of the wounded as you survey the carnage. I think that was added to my personal income, right? Victory is ours, Dodok, your marshal, Dae Sinmundok, declares proudly. Chieftain Nulinai Ahai of Nuliai Yochins has fled with his guard, but hundreds of their warriors are scattered in disarray. You recall the burning villages and the suffering of your people. These raiders showed no mercy. They run like cowards, one of our commanders spits. Give the order, and we shall ride them down before sunset. Your soldiers wait eagerly, bloodied weapons in hand, for your command on how to deal with the fleeing raiders. That's an interesting one. No, I don't think that's the one to choose here. We do want to set an example for, others. So I'm kind of thinking about that option here, even if that's not what a calm person would like to do. Yeah, when we get paid 50 gold, that's nice as well. Yeah. How does he want to be seen? I guess I can roll for that. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. It's a 5. So we capture them alive and they will serve in chains. There we go. Oh yeah, I can't do that now. Alright, that's the reordering of buildings here. That's why it seems like we're constructing thousands of them. Yeah. There we go. Can do another one even. Hound, pens, log, forts. That one's really costly. Maybe not now. I still want to do my inspection. But I guess they have suffered now, right? They did suffer through that. Yeah, recently looted. So I guess we redistributed the wealth from that from that county and put it right into our treasury. Oh, guess I'm not complaining. Right, that was the battle at South Yeong-gwan. It's just like every time this is going to happen now, I'm always like, hopefully she won't die. Do the sensible, Dodok, day one of Balhae. I'm very sensible, that's true. With your permission, I would like to meet your daughter, the impressive Dae Jong-ran. I invite her to visit me here in Jogosangit Jochins, and at the end of her visit, if we are both amenable, to discuss the possibility of my marrying her. Well, he is polite. Let's say that much. It's also, oh, look at him. Tiger. A lion and a tiger. I guess she likes that. I guess he would be up her alley. I guess, well, he's impatient, she's calm. I don't think that mixes well. He's also chaste, where she is arbitrary. I guess that's fine. The problem is, would I actually want her to marry someone who's a mere chieftain in here? I don't think I can allow for that. That would be something if she proposed that. Then I might have listened because I do want her happiness. But no, in that case, I'm going to decline. That's not going to happen. Oh, look at that. We do have another child that can, successfully finish there. Oh, look at him. Scaly boy. Done well. Did very well. Okay, I hope that finally, in this year, I can do my inspection. Yeah, I guess you can really tell that there's some kind of lag. Right, I guess I can disband them now. I think if I do it just on the second stage here, then it's okay. Kwak Jizo has come of age. Okay, she's at our court. Right. Daughter. Do we find someone suitable for her? My nephew. I think she would be someone who could marry into our family. Maybe not in the directly like one of our sons, but maybe one of our nephews. Oh, look at that. Vengeful, shy, and cynical. I guess Sodo here would fit. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just have it as an introduction and then we'll see what happens. Usually these don't work anyway. Yes, introduction. At least she's pleased. He's coming here to meet me. I hear he's from a truly great family. Yeah, our family. That's he is from the Dae family. Yeah. Lots of educating happening. We do get lots and lots of courtiers, right? I need to do something about that at some point. And now even Doc Man here is pregnant too. Jesus Christ, how many children are we going to have in the end? I don't want to jinx it, but I think a nice little epidemic would do our overpopulation. Would be nice. Anyways, she still seems pleased by the idea of the visit and what it potentially represents, okay? So-do was cordial and well-mannered. If anything, he was eager to get things underway. Well, let's see how that goes. Whoop. Is that... Oh. After Day So-do and his retainers were put up for the night, I was certain it would be a quiet evening. That was, however, far from the case. While most of the castle was asleep, Day So-do went down to the barracks to spend time with my champions, drinking and gambling, most likely, though they deny it. At some point, the young man ended up in a game against my daughter-in-law, Kang Yong-ai. There was an accusation of cheating, things got out of hand, and suddenly a duel was declared. That this was happening without my knowledge was bad enough, but somehow Kwak Ji-so got wind of the duel and ran down to witness just what her potential future husband was capable of. That could have been worse. Okay. Might actually be wounded. Oh, he won that duel. Okay. Does that mean she is wounded now? No. The next day, when the morning arrives, So-do presents himself in the throne room, primed and preened and ready to spend the day with Ji-so. That's usually where the bad things happen. He appears nervous, okay. As for Ji-so, she is far less guarded about opinion. She has been beaming brightly at So-do from the moment he appeared. Sounds good. While the court watches, Ji-so steps forward and takes him out of the chamber. Her plan is to spend the day in the library. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, that was not good. According to those who kept watch, Ji-so seemed eager enough at first. They toured the castle library, and Ji-so showed So-do her favorites among the many tomes. By all reports, she talked endlessly and took his relative quiet as encouragement. She was clearly enamored. He, however, clearly did not feel the same. I'm told he sometimes appeared bored, at others resentful. This did not improve as the day wore on. I feel you, So-do. I guess we don't want them to be at each other's throats. So there you go. Right. Can I actually have a look at my court again and see if there's people I can definitely put on the street? Not the children, no. Don't want to put children on the street. Oh no! My wife is also not very good. Well, she just has to be pretty, right? That's her role. She has to be pretty and we have to love her, and that's all that she needs to do. Well, I guess he's bad apart from his martial in that he's good. She is married to Sun-san. There we go. Ge Guanfu. Yeah. I guess we don't need her at our court. Let's see if we find a spouse for her. I guess there could be anyone. Maybe the gays, well, he's an antiquarian, she's the tutor. They do have some standing in our realm. So we should find some proper, but not with a day, of course. No, that's out of the question. I guess with her callousness and so on, she would actually fit in Su. And he does not have a spouse yet. So there you go. That's one problem solved. She is married. She is not. That is my sister-in-law. 36. I can send her a poem. Don't know why I would do that. Yeah, I should do that in a moment because I want to gain the XP. Can we find a spouse for her? Just to have her, do something. I mean, that's my friend. He does have a wife. Well, they all do. Sun champion, at least he's still in good health. He is possessed, whatever that means. And I guess that means he does have some kind of affliction. seizures and that kind of stuff. Oh well, I think that's still a reasonable choice here. Then she's being cared for. She doesn't need to hang around our court. Right. She is completely unrelated, right? Even that guy was not someone who did something at our court. So I guess in her case... oh, she is, however... Gongsin, that is my court here. Learning from her. Diplomacy. That is... Alright, I guess she is a charismatic negotiator, even though she's shy. I guess I will remove her. Where is it? Where is the... There's the dismiss option. There we go. Thank you, but bye. Whom else do we have that could go? I guess he's hanging around. And she's hanging around. She's 14. Would that help? Because we need to do something with her then as well. Should I just see if I can send him somewhere? Does he accept people from my court? No. He would accept my acclaimed knight, but forget about it. Oh, nah, he's also not in the mood of taking... Alright, no, he would take Sagier. I think he needs to go somewhere and prove himself. He'll also take his wife with him. Yeah. I mean, she might have a ward here. That's okay. She can do that somewhere else. Let's do that. I don't want too many people at our court at this point in time. I guess that's it for now. Should invest my money at some point. I don't think I need that much money for the inspection. Maybe that is where we go for a new building here in the estate. So, what do we have? We have a sentry tower. We have a herbal hall. We have a market. Or do we need to do something here first? I guess we could do that too. Domain taxes plus 6%. I think this is worth investing in. The drafting desk again would help us a lot in any kind of direction where we want to build something. Well, let's take that one first. Pay for things so that we have to pay less for other things, right? That's always great. So, they are joining the court. He accepts the marriage proposal. He too. Good stuff. Right. Yeong-gwan came to me this morning looking rather sheepish. I know I've said that I want to marry on my own, father, but the truth is that I haven't met a man worth marrying. Does this mean what I think it means, I asked, smiling. She nodded, sighing. Yes, I think it's time. If you could find a proper husband for me, I would appreciate it. All right. Can we find a proper husband for you? No. Apparently not. Commandant. Alright, yeah, that's our quote-unquote enemy. It's also just 17. Yeah, I need to have a proper look, probably when I finish the game, and then I can decide what to do here. Anything else? No? Okay, then let's go again. Right, okay, so waiting until April, until the snow is finally melting. Okay, turn the annoying pop-ups off. Right. The wedding, that was, yeah, Bok Chung and Bak Ye. And they began their lives together as good friends. That's nice, isn't it? I could even plan a feast to bless their union. Doesn't that make sense? She is somehow family, right? Honorary guest. That was the guy who invited me to his feast, so I guess it would be polite to invite him back, even though he creeps me out. Oh, I can also go for other rulers. No. Knights, extended family, yes, okay. Everyone come to my feast. That's fine for a setup, I guess. Do I want to befriend someone? Not necessarily, right? I have enough friends. I can just go for recreation and start the feast. Oh, which means we can't do the inspection. Ah, well. Inspections come, inspections go. At some point. Like when he's old and wise, when he's like 70 or so, we'll finally do the inspection. Depending on how long this takes, I guess we could also do it at the end of the year. Or before winter. Alright. Oh, so we're going to the trait Midas touched. That's nice. And she is an astute intellectual. Alright, yeah. Ah, she was betrothed. She was not yet... Ah, I see. That's why she was so bad. That all makes sense now. Don't know yet what I do with her. Alright, yeah. There we go. Offer. Excellent. Yeah, I don't want to host a feast for him, so that's quite okay. I can make a request. Ask him to give me money. Can even ask for a men-at-arms regiment. For gold. Always in need of gold, am I? You know what? Let's just do it. I want to ponder too long about these things and whether or not to do some things, and you know. There we go. Quested gold. Do we actually... Is that finished? I guess it is. What's that, by the way? Bathhouse. Champion plague resistance +2 is not bad. And disease resistance, yeah, it's also not bad. I guess we could go all the way down here. Say we upgrade this to the highest level and then we pay so little for our buildings. Right, they would be little more than strangers. I didn't expect a great love from this union. So there we go. At least the quacks can have some more children. Right, there are no scholarly scholars. Scholarly courtiers. Not scholarly scholars. That's a bit of a... what's that? Is that called oxymoron? Always confuse these. Anyways. The feast is about to start, I think. Oh, the Jarzas are here, so that's nice. The drafting already completed. So fast. I built the last one too then. That we can't because we don't have the mansion building or higher. Oh, that's fine. I can build that taxation office here though. There we go. Aww. Her dark mood has passed. Yeah, it's a thing, right? Some women do get these like postnatal depressions. I guess that's the way the game is handling this. Obviously not in a way that would reflect reality, but there you go. It's a simulation, right? It's already completed. Yeah, we moved from 3.7 to 4.0. That's actually nice. Nice. Okay. Childhood role model. Jaenam is a patient. That is my son, Jaenam. Okay. Good for him. My boy. Who could be your guardian? Yeah. I don't like people going into intrigue. That's not what we want to endorse as a family. I guess Sun San, even though he is not a diplomat per se. Oh, there's quite a lot of people here that we can... Oh, I should look into this briefly. Who's he? Wang Xin. Also going in the diplomacy direction. Guess we need lots of diplomats here. And all these people here are not diplomats. Now I know why that person that I've sacked, thrown out, was so popular. Like, wow. I guess, you know what? You can go into the learning focus, my child. There you go. We have learning people at court. Lots and lots of people who know about learning. That's her, right? Yeong, yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about the study language thing. There we go. I know it's a bit boring, right? And there's these things here. It's just like clicking left and right. Martial education, rowdy. Maybe she could go into intrigue. I mean, we need to have someone who can do it. That's and I better it's one of my children, so like someone I can trust in the end. Oh, I cannot have her do that for a reason unknown to me. Maybe because she's part of the... Yeah, busy participating in the feast. Okay, then we wait. Let's wait then. Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends. And we will have a feast. I guess I can still do the inspection afterwards. Banking on it. Not if I pay 50 gold, though, for fighting the thirst. That's I mean, he is gregarious, right? And that's kind of an embarrassment. I hate to pull that option here. I really hate it. But I will do it because it fits his character, I guess. Yeah, it is all about representation, and he doesn't want to be seen as a cheap guy. Definitely not. Gained a hook on my wife. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my untroubled sister, Yeong. Okay, she's untroubled. That's nice for her, I guess. There you go. He is at the other court, but... Oh, right, yeah, she's also at the other court. I see. She inquires about my opinion on the blessings of family. A subject she is deeply interested in herself. Yeah, that's a subject that's also one for me. Okay. Now we are friends. I mean, you can't have like 13 children and not be interested in family. Someone unseen has slipped me a note during the feast. Your eyes are the wings on which I ascend to heaven. My heart yearns to have you close, that I may know the touch of the divine. My darling, day one. Who could this tender letter be from? Was something about the way Xiao Ming looked shyly at me, or how Sung Man smiled when we met. Then again, Yu-Hwa seemed very eager to sit close to me. All right. I think I can only hope it's from her. Not only because she's the pretty option here, because like she's my sister-in-law, I guess but I don't want to have an affair with someone, with my own brother, and I don't want to have an affair with a 59-year-old woman who is also the wife of my Purwit. And I guess she is the wife of that guy. Oh, he is vengeful. Okay. But I guess that's one. Oh, it was! She sent a flirtatious message to me. Oh, hello. Hello, yeah, look at him. He's still a player. It started as an ordinary feast, became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Lady Yu-Hwa. Should I feel conflicted about this? Should I feel some kind of shame? We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. What a good evening. Yeah. Definitely not sleeping around with someone else here. Servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some swallow nest soup already. Swallow nest soup? Is that what I think it is? So we have an actual nest. That's a... Okay. I'll eat it. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Governor Shuwu-Tibu. Yeah, right. I would toast him. I think, yeah, he invited us to his feast. We are being polite. We also want to again show him that we are, or should be, his rightful liege. There we go. A few candles survive after most of the guests have left. Yeah, that's the event for them here. I see servants bringing gifts to my honored guest, Jasa Sin Baekye of Pungju, and his spouse. I walk to them smiling. There we go. With that, I send them on their way. Good stuff. So, I don't have enough money to do the inspection. But I can hold court. Maybe I gain some money. Maybe I lose some money. It's usually the latter, but let's see. I will hold court. I gesture for the first line to approach. My friend, Jaza Ko Yongchang, wanders into court, his eyes wildly admiring the wealth that one can afford in the capital. It's no secret that Sangyong is the envy of the world, my lord. But not all of your realm is so fortunate. In West Hyondok, for instance, the fields are barren, with nary a soul to tend them. Would it not be grand if the entire realm were as magnificent as Sangyong? I guess. Have your subject tried living in Sangyong? Yeah, how about that? 150. Ugh. And that comes with a 20% development growth modifier for 15 years. I guess that is worth something. I guess the latter option here, just from a roleplay perspective, does not make any sense. And, oh. Huh? This option here is actually the one that is better for his province. I think that should be the other way around, right? Because that one would suggest that his subjects move towards Sangyong. I guess we could do that. Help a little. I don't think the development growth here is that important for us at this stage. So it should be that option here, but I'm taking it because of the modifier for Yongchon. So I'm being helpful. Well, that was already it. That was just one person. Oh, I guess because the rest was traveling home. Ah, I see. I should have done that in a later stage. Anyway. I awaken in my bedchamber at Yongchon after a night spent with Yu-Hwa and spot her standing not far away. She's staring out the window with a troubled expression, surprising considering how enthusiastic her efforts were earlier. The 3 dots there, Jesus Christ. It's like wink wink. After some gentle questioning, I learn the truth behind her concern. I'm not unhappy about our arrangement, my lord. Quite the contrary. Yet we are both of us married. I can't stop thinking of Lang Guangting and Lady Yelujawi. If anyone should learn about us, I try to reassure her to no avail. I suppose I just need to know what this means. That's the diligent option, right? I will do whatever it takes to make you happy. We are here for our own pleasure. That would be more of an acknowledgement of what this is. Why does it have to mean anything? No, I don't think he would be brash here. And I don't see the enthusiastic option here either. I think he would just say, yes, we both know we are here for our own pleasure. That is what this is. So you don't have to be conflicted about this. Not at all. There is no conflict. All right. I'm guessing I'm at the 2-hour mark, so I might close it for today. And we did not do the inspection. Well, might come. Maybe next year. Maybe after the winter. We will see. And I'll see you then. So, cheers. Bye-bye.